Come through, fam. We lit and we chill. Welcome, everyone, to the best damn show you're going to get on this godforsaken platform known as YouTube. This is the Collision Talk podcast. And
I agree. It's time for us to collide.
And so, yeah, it's just me and Zerovet here. It looks like Fatal G's too scared to show his face. He's too scared. And Cell, I don't know what he's up to again. He's decided not to come.
Busy making coffee.
Yeah. And hopefully, yeah, we've got the chat back. Hello, Jose M. Let's see.
What's up?
He wants that. He wants Robert Pattinson to make an appearance. Maybe he might do. Mattia is in. Goblins report in. Steve's here. Reese, Quantum Surge, Lewis, Daniel Fanboy. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming on this Sunday, 11th October. Got lots of news to catch up on.
Yeah, I saw your list. That's a lot.
Oh, it's even more than that.
No.
I've got tons of tabs open, like this. Oh, wait a minute. That's not right. Like this. But let's see. So the first news, I mean, this is the story. This is basically the story that caused the whole domino effect this week.
Mm-hmm.
Was it this week? Oh, it was last week.
No, I think it was last week.
Yeah.
That they informed us that this is going to be delayed.
So I think we did talk about this, but then we've had some other issues. But hey, look who's here. The man, Uzi Mandies.
What's up?
How you doing, guys? You all right?
Great to have you back. Dr. Ooze.
Yeah.
So, yes, everyone, I guess I didn't announce this because I didn't know Cell wasn't coming in. So I thought, let's bring Dr. Ooze. And I see you've got your helmets, your face masks, everything ready for Halloween. That's awesome.
Yeah. The question is which one. That's the thing that I'm gonna use. But yeah, could use any of these, I guess. If we're allowed to do that now, based on all the COVID stuff, I guess. If people are allowed to turn up at the house.
I guess no trick or treating for the kids this thing.
It'll all have to be prepackaged, sealed.
Yeah. That's the thing. I mean, they're kind of a bit too young for that anyway. But yeah, if somebody does come around, then I'll have to pick one. And then see what I can wear. Unfortunately, most of these are like they're display only, so they're too small for my head. So they kind of just like sit over the top, and I'd probably end up cutting my face trying to force it on there. The only one that does actually fit is the Affleck one, which is to the right of the red hood. That's it. That's the only one that fits properly. So
is this your garage?
This is my garage. Yeah, this is my. So I used to have this in the house, and then obviously, like if you have kids and stuff, everything gets taken over, right? So I then had to move everything. Yeah, everything's been moved to the garage. So this is like the main thing. But I've got like other, like part of this. The reason why you're not seeing that is because that's like my office inventory over there. So there's like all like random things over there that I use that have got nothing to do with nothing to do with DC or whatever.
Here,
so,
are they ones that you made? You made these?
Some of these I made. So the Deathstroke one I made, which is right at the top, and the Red Hood one, which is just underneath it, I've made that one as well. And the other ones are bought. So yeah, the other ones are bought from different kind of sellers and stuff like that.
I got that one. I bought it, but I painted.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
awesome.
I repainted it. Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Nice.
I like Deathstroke.
Look who's decided to show up again, huh?
Is he prepared? Oh no! Put the little Debbie down.
What is that?
It's a little cake, or you would call a cracker, a cookie.
A cookie. What's it made of?
Basically, it's got a filling in the middle, and then maybe sort of like a cake top and bottom, and then it's covered in like icing.
Okay. So it's
A biscuit.
So
You would
really
call it a
healthy
biscuit,
then,
right?
Super healthy.
So,
It sounds like a tea cake, right? In in the UK we have these things called tea cakes.
Tea cakes are good.
Yeah, and it's got like a marshmallow in the middle and a chocolate around the outside, right?
Look, I'm from the South, man, and let me tell you something. Tea cakes are the most incredible thing ever. So picture a tea cake with cream filling in the middle. That's what I just ate.
Okay, fair enough.
And the M-Dog show is brought to you by Sprite.
So for a lot of people coming in, so now just to be sure, just to be clear, Dr. Ooze over here in the corner,
Dr. Ooze,
Ozymandias, he does the DC versus Marvel podcast. If you follow the DC versus Marvel podcast,
I need to be on that, sir.
Oh, do you?
Well,
yeah, cool. You can join, man. You can join. In fact, actually, maybe I should leave because I've got because it's quite late in the UK right now, right? So I've got like my pajama t-shirt on, which is Guardians of the Galaxy, right? So maybe I need to leave the show, change, and come back. Shaker's not going to be impressed with that.
No,
but yeah.
Dr. Ooze, I want to ask you a question, sir. You made those joints behind you, or you bought those?
Only the Red Hood and the Deathstroke is the two ones that I made. The rest are.
You made Can I get a red hood?
Can you get a Red Hood? You can do. Yeah, I mean, I guess so. It's not hard to make.
What material did you make it out of?
So these are 3D printed. So so they're 3D printed in PLA, and it just takes hours and hours and hours of sanding, basically. Just continuous sanding, and then priming it, sanding the primer. It's just.
I made this one here.
Oh wow!
This is out of ABS.
Mm-hmm. What is that?
So it's vacuum formed. I'm sorry.
That's a Stormtrooper mask.
It's my own. I'm kind of making it as I go along, just
wow.
It's not really based off of anything. It was just something I made.
It's like a Death Trooper kind of,
something. But I made that 10 years ago. And
can you make me a Mandalorian mask, sir?
I have a it's not with me, but I have a Mandalorian mask.
See, that's what I'm talking about. I love this stream because I'm getting free stuff from everybody. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, you're greedy.
You know what? Because I know, Dr. Ooze. The last time I used his because he does the DC vs Marvel podcast. He does the Trench episodes, and one of the Trench episodes, he was talking about these YouTube channels that similar to a certain corner. He's talking about those kind of channels, and then I used his audio in the last Jokey corner video that I did, the last one. So. So I know some of you have seen that video, some of you not, but that's where I got that from. So thanks for that, Dr. Is, because it was a fire. That was a fire.
That was all right. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I'm a real big fan of these kind of YouTubers on who basically they kind of like cover scam kind of businesses and stuff like that, and they talk about different kind of traits that all these businesses have. And then I was kind of watching these other guys. I was thinking, wait a second, this is almost the same, right? And the more I looked into it, I was like, yeah, they're copying those exact same tropes that these other guys do when they're trying to scam people to get money off. And then I just thought, okay, let me just talk about it, I guess. So
it was a good one. But you know what? We'll move on. Let's move on with the news, because there's a lot of news this week. Bloody hell! So last week, right? We had the delay. Let's see if I can bring it up. We had the delay to Denis Villeneuve's Dune.
And that hurt me. Because that movie right there, I keep telling everybody, Dune, and Zebra Fig, get ready what I'm about to say. Dune is going to be the Star Wars killer. Yes, I said it. I'm not talking about Luke era, none of that. I'm talking about the recent trilogy. This is going to put a nail in the coffin of all that. I was looking forward to this movie.
I think that recent trilogy put a nail in its own coffin, though, didn't it?
You're right, though. You're right.
You're right, bro. They shot themselves in the foot, and then they shot themselves in the foot again, and then they shot themselves in the foot again, and they hadn't learned their lesson.
Yeah,
they like shooting themselves,
and they're gonna do it again too with Mandalorian.
keep doing it.
This is you know what they say about the Mandalorian, right? The Mandalorian is not gonna be starting the Mandalorian halfway in the season. Isn't that crazy?
Well, Pedro, I was talking to a guy that worked on the set, and Pedro's like kind of like out. He had some issues on the set, wanted more screen time, face mat. He wanted to take the helmet off more.
Yeah.
And they were like, we just built a show around not taking the helmet off. So it's like, okay. Yeah. So, I mean, that, and then, of course, they're going to connect it to the First Order and show you sort of how that kind of started and all that. So, yeah, I don't see them climbing out of the cesspool that they've created. So,
but back on topic.
None of that Star Wars crap. We don't talk about Star Wars.
What the film got? I was trying to go back to it because I know how to it, right?
Okay, all right. So Dune is no longer going to premiere on December 18. Instead, they've delayed it all the way to October 1st, and then people are like, "Wait a minute, October 1st? That's Batman."
Long.
Oh well, the Batman got delayed. There you go, all the way to 2022. Matrix as well, Matrix 4.
But that's what blew my mind because I was thinking
Keanu's going to look even older.
But this what blew my mind. This what blew my mind. I was thinking, okay, everything will just get moved to 2021. But dang, some of these movies getting pushed back to 22 and 23.
Well, hell, Black Adam doesn't even have a release date anymore.
I know. And that hurts my soul right there, man. Because The Rock, man, I know he gonna kill it in Black Adam. He's so charismatic. I was really looking forward to his movie.
But that movie's been in production for 11 years so far.
I mean, what do you, the one thing I always find interesting, because obviously, like, you know, I don't really get to speak to many Americans, right? Is what is it like right now where you guys are? I mean, with us, it's kind of like I can, you know, everybody just wearing a mask. You know, everybody goes to the shops or whatever. It's not a huge problem. Like the stuff that I hear coming out from America is very different in different places, right? And I think because all these movies are based on the COVID response, right? So unless you guys get that kind of under control, then none of us are going to be able to watch kind of anything. So what's your feeling about what's going on there at the moment?
Everything is our fault now.
No, I'm not saying that, because if you knew what our prime minister is like, you would know like how bad the response of the UK was. I'm just saying, like, basically all the films come out of America, right? So
you're right.
You know, we don't get to watch any of that stuff until that's kind of sorted out. And I think because America's like, so it's like a 50-50 market now, international and the US. But because the US is such a big market, they're delaying everything to 2021. But people are saying like this may not even recover by 2021. That's why they're moving other stuff to 2022.
I agree with that. Because I mean, when they start allowing for people to go back, I mean, we do have theaters open. You can go watch a movie now if you want. But most people are not going to be comfortable with going out and assimilating and doing that yet. So that, you know, even though they release movies in theaters, like I saw there was a trailer for some Liam Neeson movie that I could care less about, but they said in theaters on Friday, and I was like, oh wow, that's nice. That's not going to make any money because nobody's going to go watch. You know, there's going to be a small amount of people who are just like, I'm fine with it. I'll wear the stupid mask. I'll go in there. I'll come out. You know, and that'll be it. You know, I'll go on about my day. Or whatever, but yeah, I don't see us recovering or making money on or you know, as far as like, you know, the studios making money until maybe mid like summertime next year at the earliest to make some money back. That's why the streaming is so vital for them now.
It won't be summer. I think it's not gonna get good until the late of next year. People still gonna be coming out.
Then how many businesses can survive?
They not
9 months.
Well,
later?
A lot of the mom and pop, you know, sort of restaurants and bistros, cafes, whatever, you know, they've gone under because they don't have, or they didn't prepare for this. They didn't have an option for like virtual, you know, DoorDash or whatever it is, you know, where they drive out the food to the consumer. So they don't have the infrastructure. They don't have the connection to the internet. They don't have a deal with any sort of entity that takes care of that. So they go under, and so far, the things that are going to survive are going to be the big franchises and things like that. And same thing for all businesses across the board. A lot of the non-essential, businesses are just like they're struggling. I'm myself. I'm in I work with events, and our events have been shut down since I want to say February or March. We are doing things sort of under the radar, just to kind of provide because people want to get out of the house. They're tired of being confined, quarantined almost. They want, an excuse to go out. So we provide that. It's on the outskirts of the city. So it's not, we're not mandated, if we set up, outside. So like, for the runs that we offer for people, we do have a small amount. Even in that, we have a small amount of people that actually come out. They do it to support the business. They do it to support, to have them, give them something to do outside, we went from thousands of people coming out to events to under 100 per day.
Dr. Ooze, let me just pretty much say what Ryan trying to say. It's going under, it's dead, and it's probably not ever coming back again. Let's just keep it real.
So when you're saying that, then would you be happy with these things coming to streaming, or are you just like, I don't know?
For me as a consumer, I wouldn't give a crap as long as I'm getting the movie.
Yeah,
but I do feel bad for people who work at these places, though.
Yeah,
yeah,
And they've also created this sort of engine, this sort of paradigm, where it's like like what we're going over. Such and such will be in this movie, right? So they leak scoops and all this other stuff to build up hype for their movie that's going to come out. Kind of like a Wonder Woman as she's on the screen. They've built this hype. They had Dorito bags with her, her image on it. They had, all the marketing paraphernalia. That was in the summertime because, the businesses had that contract. They made the product. They pushed it out for consumers here to buy. And I saw it on the shelves, but Wonder Woman isn't coming out. And they're holding on to it because they're hoping that at the end of the day that they're going to make their return back, because when they make these movies, they're in the red. And then, they sort of make their profits back, after it hits theaters and then also Blu-ray and digital digital media and all that. But yeah, if they're not, it's kind of like it goes cold. Like Fatal mentioned I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago or whatever, but like, it gets to a point where nobody cares anymore about Wonder Woman 84 because that hype engine is now destroyed.
Yep.
And they've done this for every movie. It's kind of like it's a cookie cutter kind of thing for every movie to build hype, just like this, the Flash, the Batman, with Keaton and Ben Affleck and Jeffrey Dean Morgan and all that. They're like, hey, we're building up. Look who's coming. Same thing with the Spider-Man news with all the Spider-Men. Look at, we're building this hype. It's that same thing. That's that same mentality. They're just sort of like, let's, I can only work here. And then after they get to the release date and it can't come out, then all the hype and build up and everything that they've, thrown the money at is now gone.
And what can you do to hype up Wonder Woman at this point? I mean, you can show us a new trailer, but how high will we really be?
You'll get to Wonder Woman in a bit, but Anthony says, first of all, Anthony, thanks for your super chat. He says, Hollywood finally has to start trying again, right? Now, I know Patty Jenkins, she was talking about, we're supporting the cinemas. We're still going to release our film in the theaters. But, she's like, I think it was Grace Randolph who was also like talking about she's hearing that Wonder Woman 84 is moving again, will not open in December, and that is going to come out on streaming and theaters at the same day and date release. So,
God, that's the only way I would do it. That's how I would do it. I would split it in half. That's the only way you're gonna make money. The people who scared to go can still watch it at home, and the people who want the movie theater experience go to the movie theater.
I would charge a premium price for
exactly
if you want to watch it at home.
Yeah,
because that if you buy it to watch at home, you're going to invite friends over, and it's basically going to be people that you're comfortable with being in your home, and you don't believe that they're going to kill you with their COVID. and you invite them into the home. You have a watch party, kind of like a sporting event, right? Kind of like a UFC,
like pay-per-view.
Yeah, pay-per-view, exactly.
Yeah.
And you watch it for the, kind of like what they did with Mulan, but the way they did it with Mulan was stupid. It's like, pay $30, but then in a couple months you get it as part of your service. And it's like, what's the incentive? Just to watch it a couple months ahead of time? It wasn't even a good movie.
And then you know what you do after that? Do something real cool and special with your DVD package. So then you can get a little bit more money.
There used to be this service where you could
welcome, Warner.
there used to be this service where, like, if you order like on streaming and watch the film on streaming, they'll send you like the DVD as well afterwards. I can't remember what service it was. We had it in the
Love
UK.
Film.
What was that?
Love Film.
Love Film, yeah. So I'd be interested in that, especially if there was like a special edition, because I'm all about my special edition, Blu-rays and stuff. If they send out a special edition Blu-ray with your purchase of that, then yeah, definitely. But
Dr. Oz, that's genius though. So that means you can raise the price up, people watch it, then they get the DVD, so they feel like they got all the bang for their buck.
But then everybody's going to they don't want physical media, right? Because it's cheaper. They don't have to, spend any money making anything physical. That they want to do like Disney and control it. We have the Disney Vault, we have the Warner Vault, we have the Universal Vault or whatever, and we can release things. And you have our HBO Max, you have our streaming service or whatever, and you can watch our edited, films or films that have to buffer, or they're not going to be in 4K quality. I mean, I'm a big proponent of physical media. I think that, if I ever want to watch something and it's, storming out or internet goes down or whatever, I can still watch whatever I want to watch if in fact I want to watch something. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to take that avenue away from people, because it's easier to provide a service versus to provide a media, a disc. And like I said, it's cheaper for them. There's no overhead. They don't have to worry so much. All they have to worry about is the infrastructure, and that's it.
And the thing that you can see you can see the new release dates here, right? You've got Dune, October 2021, Matrix, December 22nd next year.
Sucks.
The Batman, March of 2022.
That sucks. Do you know what can happen in that time?
Wait a minute. I think we've got Robert Pattinson. I think he's calling in.
Of course we do.
Want to see about this move of your Batman film.
He better be nice.
Maybe you can tell.
He's not.
Maybe you can tell us what's happening with your trilogy, Robert, because I've heard some things coming out about that. What do you think about? Can you tell us a little bit about that?
No, I'm Robert Pattinson, asshole. I don't do that. Screw you.
Oh well. There you go.
Yeah.
He never changes. Never changes.
Do y'all know what can happen between now and March 4th, 2022?
COVID-22?
Probably part 2.
Well, no, that's what it is. COVID-22. COVID-19 is it came out in 2019. That's all it is. So I mean, there's new strands. And I talked with a lady that works in the health department. She said, that the COVID-19 strand is already mutated. They've I mean, it's like the flu. It's just going to be something that it's never going to go away. It's never going to cease to exist. It's not going to be out of this world. We're not going to be able to take it like a symbiote and send it out into space. It's here to stay. So what is life like now? How do we assimilate? How do we, build our immune systems to, make sure that, we are still healthy, even though everybody is probably going to get it at some point in time.
But peep this though. Do y'all notice something that's not on that list that shocks me? Black Adam. No. Y'all missing the billionaire movie. The billion movie.
You're not talking about I know where you're going with this.
No, the $1 billion movie. Aquaman
Trolls 2?
Aquaman 2 is not even mentioned. Y'all didn't notice that?
Yeah, nobody
It's
cares
not.
about Aquaman 2. So anyway, the Flash, right? Flash,
But then Aquaman make $1 billion in the box office. Why is this movie not being?
Because it was never given a release date.
yeah. Well,
It was
That's
never Aquaman 2 was never given a just like the Trench thing was never given a release date either. They just brought it up like, oh hey, wouldn't it be cool to watch the Trench movie? Oh no one cared. No one cared.
They
So
bring
you
up
think-
random stuff like
So do y'all think we? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. But do you think that we might get Aquaman 2 in 2024?
I hope not. Because
It's gonna be old like Keanu.
well, there's meant to be a Static Shock movie coming out, right? And a Blue Beetle movie, and
I hope a Blue Beetle movie.
and Steven Spielberg's movie about flying aces in World War One, right? So, we've had this going on forever and ever about different different kind of things that are meant to be coming out, but until I literally see it like coming out on the weekend in the cinema, I'm not going to believe a single word that anybody says at Warner Brothers, to be honest.
Well, they just said that Avatar 2 was 100% completed filming, and Avatar 3 was like 90-something%.
I don't want to
completed.
see freaking blue rats running around in space.
yes, you do, Fatal. Yes, you do. You're going to be there day one. But let's see, look at this. The Flash, right? The Flash, November 4th, 2022. And it's like, pure Flash, pure DC. Kevin Feige is going to come in and steal your ideas again.
He is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
And get the
Kevin
multiverse
Feige
done.
he gonna
You
come
got-
in with Doctor Strange.
I know Spider-Man came in. They were like, "Oh, we got time. We got time."
You've got
Yeah.
Shazam, right? You've got Shazam 2, right? 2023. This is what they're going to look like. This is what the cast is going to look like. Help you little kids.
They should film the kids now for any sort of Shazam movie at all. Just go ahead and during this time write Shazam 3, get that whole thing out of the way. Film
They
the
probably
kids
already
now.
filming though. I bet they filming. They got to be
'Cause,
filming.
I mean, Film God was putting up is that they're getting older. They're adolescents. Their bodies are changing. Pretty soon they're going to be adults, and then it's like, well, what the hell's the point? The only other thing that I could see that they could do would be to have digital characters or digital representations of the kids. That way they don't age.
When do the Spider-Verse come out, and when do Doctor Strange Multiverse come out?
In the theaters
I said, when does it come out? Not where.
when they release it.
Is this movie coming out before Flashpoint? Is they coming out? Because it's like Film God said, they going to take the credit for being first with the multiverse, and that sucks.
Well, technically,
Spider-Man.
like, BVS already did it. So,
Yeah, and then you got to think too. We getting Snyder Cut in 2021 too. That's gonna start a multiverse too.
I'll tell you what though, if that's Shaker's right, if Spider-Man comes out and you get Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and
It's
Tom
gonna make
Holland
the Flash
at
look
the same
crazy.
time,
Yeah,
forget about Michael Keaton, forget about Ben Affleck.
because Dr.
It's gone.
Ooze, you're right. It's not gonna have that same oomph.
Yeah,
We're
because
seeing
it's the average. The thing is, right, you've got fanboys who literally will just sit on every single word, every single bit of news, stuff like that, and then you got the general public, who are the majority of the people who go and watch these films. They're just going to be like, oh, haven't I seen this before in the Spider-Man stuff? Because they're not going to know the ins and outs of these kind of things. So to them, it's just going to seem like a copy, and to the average critic, it's going to seem like a copy there as well, even though we know that this has been in production for a long, long time.
So I want to ask y'all this, Dr. Ooze, and I don't mean to interrupt, but Fatal J got short, long-term thinking. This is what I want to ask you. If Spider-Verse and Multiverse come out first, do you think that will hurt Flashpoint sales? Movie sales?
It might not.
No,
it might actually intrigue people. Like, oh, hey, yeah, they did this over here. They might not get that first, like, oh, DC did it first, Marvel did it first. They might not get that, but they'll be primed for, like, I've seen something like this before. And hopefully Keaton doesn't look funny in the costume.
I want to give a quick shout out to Mr. West. He's in the chat. What up, Mr. West Ashley?
Oh, hey, yeah.
Awesome.
I'll give you one reason that's not going to happen, right? Why the Flash is not going to be overshadowed by Spider-Man, and that's because of this guy behind me, because Batman, whatever you say, is like the #1 character in every single comic
That's
book
true.
universe.
That's
You get
true.
a Batman film out, that's it. You're gonna be making a lot of money. Everybody's gonna be talking about it, and the fact that this has got 2 Batmen in it is the thing that is selling the film. I'm sorry, Flash fans. I love Flash, right? But come on now. The thing that is going to sell this film is not Flash. The thing that's selling this film is Batman.
Hey,
right?
everybody
So
know that Dr. Ooze. Man, the whole
No.
world know Batman is the best character, man.
when I say stuff like this on the podcast, I get hate emails all the time, right? Saying like, no, why are you saying that? So
it's their bread and butter. It's DC, Warner Brothers, hell, even the video games that they release, they're all Batman heavy. Everything is Batman heavy because it's easy money. They basically print their own money with Batman.
Exactly. So
they didn't have to do a Pattinson movie. They didn't have to have Matt Reeves come in and do a Batman movie again, because we've had 20 million different Batman movies. They could have come in and done a Blue Beetle. But did they? No, they went to Batman because they were like, we want some money. It's easy printing money.
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm surprised why they haven't done a Blue Beetle, to be honest.
Hey,
Blue Beetle is like, they're obsessed with trying to get every single demographic to go to the cinema, right? And you got Blue Beetle, you got Jamie Reyes, you've got every single young Latino kid is going to be like, that's me on the screen, right?
Dr. Ooze,
So
Dr. Ooze, Dr. Ooze, not only just the Latino kids, but all kids. Because I'm telling you, Blue Beetle is, to me, a doper character than Spider-Man at this moment.
Well, yeah, and so far we don't have any that I can think of. We don't have any actual teenage, other than the Shazam kids, but they turned into Zachary Levi. But they don't have any teenage representation, for like anybody who they can identify with, cling to. If they did that, if they cast someone young, someone in 14, 15 years old as Blue Beetle or whatever, man, that would be right there on par with anything that they could do with Spider-Man. Because right now you have Tom Holland, Mr. Whiny, Spider-Man. He's in his 20s, and he's trying to pass off as a teenager, and he's just like, Mr. Stark. It's like, no, that's like, oh shucks, give me the costume, Mr. Stark.
Mr. Stark.
I'll tell you what, they've actually brought that. Usually they keep the comic book stuff separate from the films, right? But my kids, they love Lego, so I buy them like every week. I buy them like a Lego magazine. So okay, don't kill me, but I brought the Lego Avengers magazine for my son because he loves Spider-Man, right? And there's no DC one, guys, but basically, so I bought that one, and there's a little comic in there, right? The whole comic is got basically Spider-Man in it. Like, he's going up to Thor and saying like, oh, maybe I can copy you. Like, let me watch you, see how you're a hero. Then he goes up to Iron Man. He's like, let me copy you. And this is the classic. He goes up to Black Widow and he says, let me see how I can copy you to be a hero. And then at the end of the comic, he realizes to be his own person, right? But it's just funny, like, they've taken that same thing from the films, which is like him just not knowing what he's doing and having to be told, and bringing it into that sphere as well to make it like
Dr. Ooze,
that's the character.
Dr. Ooze, they messed up so bad putting Peter Parker under Tony Stark's wing, because when you look at it all, Spider-Man is the leader of the entire Marvel MCU cinema, and now they can't go back and erase that.
What they're going to do now is that Tobey Maguire is going to be the Tony Stark, and he's going to be the one that, this Tom Holland is going to look up to, and then Andrew Garfield as well, is going to have some input.
But here's the thing, right? Dr. Ooze on, I think it was your recent podcast, you said, well, there's a petition to bring back Topher Grace. And so you might as well. I mean, if you bring back those other, if Tom Hardy's Venom is going to be in this, you might as well bring back Topher Grace as well.
So they're gonna have Tobey Maguire as the Tony Stark of himself.
Because Tobey Maguire had his uncle, right? So he's a man. He's you know they're difference in age. So Tom Holland is gonna need a father figure to look up to, and it's gonna be a different version of himself, an older version of himself.
His
like how
father
did you?
was the dude that died that made him become Spider-Man.
Are you talking about the Amazing Spider-Man?
What's the?
I think you're getting Spider-Man confused.
No, what is Peter Parker's dad, uncle's name that said great power, responsibility?
Yeah, that was Regis Fieldman.
But I'm talking about what's the character name, the dad?
Uncle Ben.
Uncle Ben. Now, you mean to tell me now they're going to have Tobey Maguire play freaking Uncle Ben or be like an Uncle Ben type character?
Be like an Uncle Ben type, you know, just a mentor to somebody.
So you got Peter Parker. You got Peter Parker being a mentor to Peter Parker.
Because the Tom Holland Peter Parker is a simpleton. You know,
but listen what I'm saying, Zima Faye, you're not listening. Peter Parker is going to play the dad and mentor role of Peter Parker.
Yes.
And to make
it's true. Like what that is. Yeah.
More weird. Get with Aunt May, right?
Oh, what? You would, that's
in that universe, right? So you have Tobey Maguire with that Aunt May with the weird dynamic, because they want to make it that silly humor, right? So I'm telling you that I would not put it past them to do that, to be like, well, that's Aunt May, and later on he finds out that's actually Aunt May, and he's like, oh yeah, and it's a laugh out moment for everybody in the cinema, right?
Yeah. They're gonna trip, and his face is gonna fall in her bosom. I was watching the Avengers the other day, and I saw Mark Ruffalo, like, you know, in ScarJo's bosom. I was like, how many times is this done?
Yeah.
Is that?
Let's end the Marvel talk there.
R.I.P. Marvel. R.I.P. Marvel.
So we're moving on.
You see your boy Robert.
Oh God! Honestly, I haven't seen Campion for years, but it's just like
I just see clips of the guy. I just see clips of the guy, and I think, okay, I'll use that in my live show. But what was the next story I was going to go on to? This was Joe Manganiello, right? He's talking about if he's going to be in the Snyder Cut or not, right?
If I was a part of it, that would be my. It wouldn't. If I was a part of it, that wouldn't be my. It wouldn't be my place to announce that. That would be Zach's place. So you know, whether or not that's happening, you know, that is an answer that is below my NDA level, or whatever you want to call it. If I was a part of it.
So yeah, Deathstroke. Is he coming back for the additional photography?
Jeff Adams, you got a good idea, sir. He said, look at his beard. He's definitely playing Deathstroke. I agree. Because think about it.
I agree.
What's his name? Wilson? Slade
Wilson?
Wait, which one is it? Wade Wilson?
Slade. They took Wade over to Marvel, but it was Slade was the original.
Yeah, Rob Liefeld. That's all he do is steal characters. But he got that Slade Wilson beard.
Yeah.
The white hair and everything. All he needs is a freaking patch.
Everybody wants to see the scene of Deathstroke. Just, I would watch 40 minutes of him just going through the prison to rescue Lex, right? Just literally just watch him just like destroying the entire place. Oh my goodness. I would watch that. As if Zach's making 4 parts, make one part just that. Extend it to like 2 hours, and just that one part, just him just wrecking everything. It would just be unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Just to see that in live action, and make it levels like the raid, right? So he has to keep going up a level or down a level, because Lex might be underground, right? And then just has to keep going down, and you know, and eventually kind of gets him out of there.
Bro, do you know how dope it would be to see him as Deathstroke? Deathstroke is vicious, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know, to actually see that in live action would be insane.
I don't even
and-
care if we get maybe like 5 minutes of him. Just as long
No.
as he in that
We
joint.
need an hour, man. We need a good hour of just that. Just
Well,
I mean,
maybe-
we're,
well, maybe
we're definitely
he'll-
getting the
maybe we'll-
Batfleck Deathstroke series.
Well, maybe
So
we'll
there's
get
your
him
hour.
in 5 minutes of Justice League, and then get a whole bunch of him in Justice League 2.
yeah.
You see what I did there?
Mhm, mhm.
But you know that Deathstroke news is a bit more interesting and exciting than what we got with Green Lantern.
Oh no! Why did you? I was having a good day. Up
No,
until
I'm
you
hyped
bringing
about
up.
this, y'all.
Oh
I'm
no,
hyped.
no!
Y'all- I know why y'all are thinking, because y'all don't see the big three. You don't see the big three, but they saving the big three for something bigger. This is going to be a cool show. Guy Gardner, you got Sinestro in this. You know, Killer Ward gonna be in there. This is gonna be a dope show. I'm telling you. It's gonna be dope.
I'm not worried about the characters. I'm worried about the people who are making the show.
Oh, you're talking about Berlanti?
Yeah. So
Okay,
Yeah,
y'all-
the
I'm
two
not,
other
I'm
guys.
not a big fan of Berlanti.
Okay,
No, but
y'all
there's
lace
two
me
other
up.
guys as well, right? Shaker, who are the two other guys who are doing this? It's been announced that there's two other guys who are the
Seth
who are going to be running the show. They're in charge of the Arrowverse, pretty much.
No, the
so-
Leatherverse. It's the Leather.
The Leatherverse. I can't remember what their names are, but they're basically like, okay, so you kind of think, okay, maybe Berlanti's like a executive producer or something, and he's just there. But it seems like they're actually bringing people who are, heads of Arrowverse shows to this, and that's the thing that worries me more. Because, the thing is, from my
I
point,
hate the CW, bro.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. That's
So
because
it's just going to be this group of Green Lanterns talking about their feelings.
Well, that's the thing. Well, this is the thing. Fatal J, man, I agree with you, because when I look at these characters here, right? Okay, from my ethnic background, everything that I see on TV, everything that I see on the films is negative, right? Every single time it's a villain, right? Every single time it's a bad guy doing bad stuff. And I'm thinking, okay, at some point I'm going to be bringing my kids to see these kind of things, and they're going to be seeing the same images of people of my ethnic background. If they bring Simon Baz into this, right, and it's like, wait a second, we got a Green Lantern, Muslim Lebanese superhero. Wait a second, there suddenly we've got like a character who's like, who's layered, is a hero kind of thing. That to me is awesome, right?
I see what you're
But
saying.
at the same time, if it's written by some of the most idiotic people I've ever seen, then it's kind of like it just tempers it at the same time.
But Dr. you right, because before I looked at CW, I used to always ask why they don't do it like the comic books. Why they don't do it like the comic books? And the CW proved if you do it like the comic books, it's going to suck and be extremely cheesy. You can't do it just like the comic books. You can't.
Oh, you're right.
And that's why I don't see. I see the whole spectrum now. People were so mad at Zack Snyder for not doing it like exactly like the comic books. You can't do it just like the comic books. Look at CW. Look at Batwoman. Look at the later seasons of Arrow. It sucks. Period. Point blank.
Well, that's the thing. You're never going to get it to look the same as coming up the comic books. You're never going to get it to feel the same there either. So you got to decide. Okay, you either ground it or you kind of make it in a way that makes it look like it potentially could be happening. In our in our kind of universe, and that's the one thing that Zach does. He puts it so it looks like it would happen in our universe. Did you see
Exactly?
Did you see the guy who made Superman Doomsday, the animated film? What he said about the scene with Zod and Superman at the end of Man of Steel?
The second one or the first one? Because there's two of them.
The first one. Well, he's part of the second one there as well.
Oh, if he did the first one, he good in my book. He did the first one. He good in my book.
So he was saying that he wanted to make a scene in there where basically Superman would have killed
Zebra
Doomsday
been writing
or Zod.
notes for his own live stream. Watch him, feel God. Watch him.
in the same way, right? He would have killed them in the same way as Superman killed Zod, but he was too afraid of the reaction that it would have to actually put it in the animated film, right? So he held off. But that's the thing, when you try and be brave and you try and make these kind of decisions, of course you're going to get somebody who kind of looks at it. But I find it funny, man, because when I went to go and see Man of Steel, you know, when it came out, almost the kind of universal reaction from all of like my friends and stuff, some of them who are huge Superman fans, watching it and were like, oh, I don't know if I like that. I'm not quite sure about it, right? And then now it's like, because they've watched it 3-4 times, it's like suddenly you get this appreciation of like what this guy's trying to do with this film, right? And you kind of understand what he's trying to do. If your mindset is you're going in and you're like, okay, Christopher Reeve, and then you go in there and it's like, oh, wait a second.
But they put the thing is they put Christopher Reeve in the movie as an homage, but they put him in the movie as well. So you can't really blame some people.
Real quick. I'm sorry to do this. I want to put somebody on blast in the chat. Seal, why is you in the chat, sir? After you gave us that story about not being here, huh? Y'all can carry on.
Yeah, he's in the chat just giving his scoops. 2 scoops. 2 scoops still. But yeah, no, I mean, they superimposed Chris's face on top of Henry's face, which was awesome. I love the scene. I love the shot. But yeah, I mean, you can tell, you know, that, I mean, you know, he's my Superman, you know, from when I was growing up. I mean, he's who I identified with and who I, you know, modeled myself after. If I were to model myself, you know, into a hero or whatever, you know, it would have been Chris. But I mean, I like Henry as well. I like a different take because
Henry is my Superman, and I'm just gonna keep it real and plain. Henry Cavill is more doper than Christopher Reeve. Did Fatal J just say that? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I would say so as well.
Next Sorry, Zebra Fat.
Oh, hey, no, it's all good. It's all good. I mean, I know you're greedy.
I saw the story about you know, Disney defends. We were kind of moving away from cape shit, but yeah, Variety says Disney defends Mulan credits that thanked Chinese government entities involved in human rights abuses, and you know, check marks are silent. They don't want to talk about this. They don't want to have their access taken away. They don't want to criticize Disney.
Can we kind of make a difference between human rights abuses and creating concentration camps where you're doing like, you know, there's a big difference between like, okay, my human rights were abused because I couldn't protest or something, and something like that. This is the level that the Chinese government is getting to, and it's like, let's just film in that area there as well. It's like, it's total madness, this entire thing. And the fact that this film flopped so hard is the thing that, you know, have you seen, like, you know, you're talking about check marks, all these people defending, oh yeah, it's done so well on streaming and stuff like that, it's made like 160 mil. It's like, yeah, but this film cost 200 million to make, right? So if it's made 160 million,
it was a very beautiful film. It was shot, the cinematography was great.
Wait a minute, Ziva. You watched this?
I did watch it. I have a daughter, and my daughter wanted to watch it, and my daughter did.
That was his excuse. That was his excuse. His daughter.
Oh, you're below. So, yeah, no. But like I said, my daughter didn't even like the movie. She was like, "What the hell is this?" She did not like it at all. It didn't sit well with her. She loves the animated version, of course, but she just thought this was tripe. I agree.
Trash. What's the next story? Oh, some controversial comments. Let me just bring this guy up.
I'm not gonna lie though, I still like watching that Mulan cartoon though, because I got Disney.
The cartoon is jokes.
Man, when they say that song, somehow I'll make a man out of you.
Oh yeah, classic. That's
Film God tried to mute me. Film God, did you just mute me?
Yeah, I did, because Alan Moore, right? Alan Moore.
Oh, I love Alan Moore.
Creator. He talks about his new project, but he's talking about his superhero movies. I think he's talking about Marvel. Obviously, he's talking about Marvel, the MCU. He says he's blighted culture and why he wants nothing to do with comics.
But he never
man.
liked comic books. Like I'm an Alan Moore fan. He never liked comic books, and I think for a while he hated DC for what they did to him, taking his characters and just like putting them in other stuff. He never intended the Watchmen characters to do that, because I think they coming out with a Rorschach comic book in the next few months.
I think the one of the big problems is what these guys don't like is when they go and they make their comic books, none of those characters are really their own. They kind of sell them out to DC or Marvel or whatever. And then you'll get other people starting to use them. So now obviously you've got the show, which has done really well, and you've also got like Doomsday Clock, the new Rorschach comic book that you're saying coming out there as well. And it's like, imagine if you created these characters and you just see someone who you don't know just taking those characters and making whatever story they like with it. Of course you're going to get annoyed at that point. And I think in a way I kind of think that he's right about a lot of this stuff, because a lot of these things just have a formula, right? And they're just like, we've got this formula that we know is going to make money. We're going to have somebody in there who makes wisecracks all the time, and we're going to have a little bit of action, and at the end there's going to be like this big CGI battle, and that is it, right? And that's the formula to every single one. And that's exactly what that guy's saying. Exactly what that guy's saying.
That's it
exactly
too.
What that guy's saying.
He ain't getting royties. That's
the thing.
You know what? That's pretty much sums it in a nutshell. It's about the money. But if I'm gonna tell y'all something real quick, real fast, Dr. Hoss. But Alan Moore, he like a real life wizard if you get to know him, because he believe in alternate universes on a real life scale. When it comes to, Alan Moore believe in all that type of stuff. Like he believe in this weird, strange alchemy type universe religion. It's really creepy when you get to know about Alan Moore, man. His brain is, most people can't handle his brain, man.
I mean, the thing is, he's one of these kind of ones who doesn't want to play the system, right? So you get these other guys like Neil Gaiman who are just like, they play the system. They have their characters. They do exactly what DC or whatever say to them, and then they get rewarded with a show and an audio book and and multiple graphic novels and all this kind of stuff. Then you get other guys, these like Alan Moore, who just don't want to play. They don't want to play that role. They don't want to sit there and say yes sir, no sir. And then that's what ends up happening. So it swings around, but I love Watchmen, man. I got two copies of different types of Watchmen, behind me. But I'm not gonna go and say, look, dude, you were the greatest comic book writer of all time, and I owe everything to you, and I believe every single thing that you say. One graphic novel to me is not, I can't give you that right to say those kind of things. But
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm gonna be real fast, y'all. But when I saw the Watchmen characters in like the recent DC comics, I didn't like it either, because I knew Alan Moore's intentions with the graphic novel The Watchmen. He never meant that story to end in that graphic novel, not to see these characters again, even though the characters are great. But he meant for those characters not to be in other books.
Would it not be in the contract that they would be able to use the characters in the future?
I don't know, because that's their characters. That's DC characters.
That's the problem. When they're starting, they're obviously going to have signed this contract, and they're happy that the fact that their characters are going to be shown.
Right. Or there could have been some sort of time limit. They can't be seen in the comics for X amount of years. In any other incarnation. And maybe that was in the fine print. Maybe it's something he didn't read.
Sorry. Dr. Fate with the super chat. Thanks. He says, Ryan, do you think Globe shit will make an appearance? What was this?
I hope not. I don't know what Globe shit is.
Randy, you think
Globe ice cream? Globe chocolate ice cream?
Dr. Fate, say in the chat who you talking about.
World poop. Earth crap. We talking?
I feel like this is what's that game where you draw? You know that game where you draw on the board and the other person got a
Pictionary.
Yeah.
But next piece of news. Alita, yeah, is coming back to theaters October 30th.
Ooh, my friend is gonna love that. He's a better Alita Angel crack fiend when it comes to that movie.
I mean,
And shout out to Robert Rodriguez. Robert Rodriguez is my second favorite director next to Zack Snyder. Robert Rodriguez makes the best comic type movies. Like he did Sin City, all them joints, man. He
Shark Girl, Lava Boy.
I ain't say all that.
Like,
I'm sorry. I thought you said
What's your review of Spy Kids 3?
Everybody got their bad movies.
Stallone.
Look, but everybody got their bad movies. Zack Snyder.
Hey, wait a minute. He's got a lot of bad movies.
You mean to tell me what's that movie with the little girl? She was dreaming.
Predators.
No. What was the Zack Snyder movie where the little girl was in the asylum and she kept believing she was in different planets and stuff?
Yeah.
Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch was horrible. Okay. Zach, I know you watching. I'm sorry, sir, but Sucker Punch is trash. The CGI was off the hook, though.
Yeah, CGI was real good.
Going back to Robert Rodriguez, he did Sin City in 2005. That was like, I think that is still way ahead of its time. Like when it comes to effects and putting that kind of story together, taking on that kind of challenge of making.
Film guy, he did Desperados when the dude had the rocket launcher and his guitar. People forget that. That was the dope movie, bro.
But then he made the other one, the third one. What was that? Once Upon a Time in Mexico?
Yeah.
Didn't live up to this.
I didn't see that.
The first one, the El Mariachi, that was pretty good.
Man, Robert Rodriguez is the man. I like his stuff.
Then he made another one. What was the one with Quentin Tarantino and the vampires?
From Dusk
Till Dawn, yeah.
Albany, you right. Sin City 2 was trash. But Sin City 1, I'm going to honestly say this. Sin City 1 is the most accurate comic book movie known to man. I mean, they even took line for line out of the graphic novel. If you haven't seen Sin City, you should watch it tonight.
And Elijah Wood is in that, and that's amazing.
He's in that, and he's nuts.
But
he's nuts
anyway, congratulations to the Alita army, right? They got Alita to come back into theaters. Don't know what they can do when it comes to a sequel because it's under Disney now. So it's like, I don't know. I don't really want them to do anything with, unless Robert Rodriguez and James Cameron take it away from Disney, maybe go elsewhere.
Everybody getting on to me in the chat by Sucker Punch. I'm just being real. That movie was not good. It was not good. Sucker Punch is not a good movie. CGI wise, Zach is the king of CGI, but
I need to rewatch it. I've only seen it once, but I don't know which version I saw it, so I need to watch.
It's not good. It's not worth
which version I saw.
Sorry, Zach, but it's not good.
I haven't seen the Owl movie. I've been told that it's good.
Oh, the Owl movie is dope. The Guardians.
That's the one I want to see. I just haven't seen it yet.
If you watch the Guardians, if you watch it, he took a lot of those elements and put them in Man of Steel, bro. Like the flying scenes. I posted a video about it on my Twitter. Like the way Superman is flying, learning how to fly. That came out of Guardians, bro. And I think that's cool that he took that from that cartoon movie and put it into a live action movie. Zach for the win.
Mr. West actually says, I liked Once Upon a Time in Mexico. I
need to see
it. Pilly, we all have our guilty pleasures.
But here's some news. Here's some news that nobody cares about. Jurassic World Dominion delayed. Oh, who cares?
Man, that last Jurassic Park movie with Chris Pratt, that was the worst movie I've seen in a long time. Have y'all seen that?
I saw it.
It sucked.
I hadn't seen the other one. No. Oh, no.
Not the first one. No.
The first one I saw.
The first one was pretty good.
I didn't see
that.
The
second one crappy.
It's just nothing amazing in it. I think that franchise is done, man. I remember when I was a kid, I was 12 years old, and I saw the first Jurassic Park. And when you first see that T-Rex, it's insane.
The first two movies,
I can
and
watch
then
that
that's it.
first.
It's done.
I can watch that. Me and my wife can watch that first Jurassic Park movie for eternity. That's how good that movie is, man. Nothing will beat that movie, man.
And then that's the thing. Like now, there's nothing in it. Like it's like, okay, what is there special to see in these films?
Well, it's kind of like that's why they started making or engineering the different dinosaurs or whatever, make them into more monsters, kind of things away from what I guess dinosaurs should have been, or what.
Fatal J could say Jurassic Park. You know what you have to do? Make it rated R. Period. Start seeing some people guts hanging out, all them joints, and then it'll be bad.
Let Robert Rodriguez do it, because he did Planet Terror. Nobody talks about that, which is awesome.
Oh, that was a dope movie too, Planet Terror.
That was the wasn't that the machine gun on the leg? Like
Rose McGowan.
Killed everybody with that fake gun. I mean that fake leg.
And he did that. He did it in conjunction with another movie that had Kurt Russell.
Oh, Death Proof, yeah.
That was, but Death Proof and Planet Terror was all inside the movie. It was like he made it like a double feature, like in the old days.
Yeah, that was the gimmick.
It was Tarantino that did Death Proof.
Oh, okay.
So it was a double bill, but yeah, just like two really awesome kind of grindhouse, weird, silly, dumb films. But yeah, so but this news was quite exciting. Lord of the Rings trilogy coming on 4K. Oh my god!
Heck yeah! I'm a big Lord of the Rings fan.
You'll get the extended cuts. All what was it? 12 hours or something?
Bro, to see Lord of the Rings on 4K,
that's a whole weekend,
bro. I wouldn't care. 4K Lord of the Rings, bro. You is in Middle Earth heaven. Because Lord of the Rings is like one of the best looking CGI movies ever.
That was the first movie that Weta was actually created for this movie.
Man, I got to get that, man.
I mean, the Hobbit trilogy is coming out as well on 4K, but
And Film Gob, I'm gonna need you to ship me your 4K screen for me to watch that.
Ship what?
I'm gonna need you to ship me your 4K TV screen. Ship it to Fatal J.
It's the wrong voltage, man. Won't work.
I know it has a different plug.
My TV screen just goes to 1080p. It doesn't go that far. I want a 4K TV bad. Okay, so I can see stuff like this. I got so jealous. I seen my boy ACS Universe with the 300 4K DVD. I got jealous because I know I don't have 4K. I just got 1080p.
I don't have a 4K TV either. I'm waiting to get one, but
I'm getting one too. Ziva Fit, you got one?
Yeah, everybody has one.
Well, you just live down the street from me, so I'm gonna go to your house and watch.
Hey, anytime, man. Come on.
You need a projector, man. That's what you need to get. You need to get a projector.
I want that 4K curve because I be in Walmart and be looking like, dang, should I?
The curve. See, the only problem with curved TVs is the glare. I just can't get over the glare that.
Look at it. When Walmart put back layaway, when they get layaway back, Fatal J's getting one of them curved 4K TVs. Trust and believe.
You know now what you get is they're just starting to release them as projectors, right? But they've got built-in soundbar, and it's like the projector sits on your like say back there. I've got my. Can't see it's in the dark. It's in the dark, but
you already got a movie theater. It's purple and stuff back there.
I know. I'm just waiting for the TV. I've got everything else.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry to love you and leave you, but I have to go, man. So it's nice chatting with you.
Oh
yeah. Hopefully see you guys again at some point.
Maybe next time.
All right. See you later,
man.
Bye.
Oh well, Dr. Ooze, thank you for joining.
He was
it's
awesome.
been a while. But what you get, I was just saying that you get your 4K projector, but you don't hang it up on the ceiling. You don't put it in the back. You actually just put it on your TV stand, okay, and it can be close to the wall by like 4 or 5 inches, and it's a little mirror that pushes up. You can adjust that, and I think it's short throw projector. It's called. And
I know you're gonna get one, Film God, because everything in your house is high tech anyway. The microphone, Film God,
$3,000. which is a bit
that
too
ain't
much.
nothing to you. Because watch this, chat. Watch this. Film guy, how much that mic cost you talking in right now? Watch this.
That?
Yeah.
This is like $80.
Okay, the camera that you talking to right now. How much? Yeah.
I got that for £1,200.
And well, how much is 1,000 pounds in USD?
I don't know. I don't have a scale.
Somebody in the chat, hurry up and put that in there and let me know. Drunk 3PO. That's my best buddy. That's my best bud right there, man.
Thank you. You owe me $2.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'll pay you back, man. I'm telling everybody right now how I don't have no money, but I'm trying to get a 4K TV from ZivaFet. ZivaFet, you better not invite me over because this TV screen might be gone. So you probably don't want to.
Yeah, as soon as I get the, I'm gonna have a Lord of the Rings watch party. Oh, hey man, get out of the way! Look at Gandalf, man. You got.
Why do I sound like a black exploitation person? Hey, look at that jive turkey on the TV screen.
Jive turkey. That reminds me of the Naked Gun. No, it wasn't Naked Gun. It was Airplane. When those two guys were on there talking jive, and they had to have a translator.
The old women's like
that was a good movie. I feel guy, you clip Airplane, I think, one time.
yeah.
Yeah.
When the Snyder Cut was released, and we were all fighting. With,
everybody was slapping the lady. Yeah. That was funny.
So So thanks for your super chat, J3PO. You can come in if you like.
Dark Council. Yeah, Drunk. I've got the Dark Council shirt. This is actually Drunk 3PO on this shirt right here. This is him, and I'm at the bottom. I think I'm at the bottom.
You're behind the letters?
No, I'm at the top.
Okay.
I'm at the top.
Oh, just to say, one step too far. I did have a blue mic, the larger one, but I sold that. Then I got the mini one, which was equally good sound out of it, but I was like USB. I want a wireless one, so I sold that. I got the Rode microphone, which was wireless, but I had to charge it, right? So I sold that just recently.
So you still paying payments?
I'm just back to using my old Rode mic that I plug into.
God, you said you charging it. Is you still paying payments?
What?
No. Charging
I have to charge it. It's a USB charge.
Oh,
you know what? You know what, Fatal? You know what, Fatal?
I know you're gonna kick me off. I know you're gonna kick me off.
You know what you get because of that?
I know you're gonna put the man that's cussing. What's his name? He gonna put the dude that cuss all the time.
Too.
He sure is. What's that show
beat
called?
Your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch! You piece of shit!
ZivaFet. Ain't that dude from Austin?
He's in Austin, yeah.
That's what I was thinking. What's his name? Because he be coming out with that conspiracy. Hey, the Bilderbergs, they are Illuminati.
I don't know. I forget his name.
What's that dude's name, Film God?
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. The Bilderbergs, you better watch out because the Bilderbergs is watching you. They're going to take your money. They're going to take your cars and your wife. You better be careful because the Bilderbergs. I can't stand that guy. He's fake.
By the way, here, buy my supplements.
Yeah, I got some supplements that'll cure you because in the hospital they don't have cures. But my pills, they will cure your whole body. Alex Jones with InfoWars.
So Lightcast, thank you for your super chat. He says to support Fatal to get a 4K TV, but it's actually the money's coming to me, Fatal. So I don't know.
Well, if they don't want you to ship it,
I want to thank my brother Matt for just thinking about me. Matt, you're awesome, and hopefully you remember me this week. You know what we talked about. Remember your boy Fatal J.
Richard says Alex Jones is funny. Yes.
I like Alex Jones though for comedic purposes, not for real life purposes. I can't believe people actually watch him though and believe the stuff that he says.
I agree.
You don't believe in the Illuminati?
He talk about stupid stuff like, it's aliens. There's aliens that live right under the sewer, so you better be careful. When the aliens come, they're going to kill us all. So you better be careful.
What is the next story? Oh, so it was wait a minute. Yeah. David Fincher, MANK. It's a scathing social critique of 1930s Hollywood through the eyes of alcoholic screenwriter Herman J. Mankiewicz, played by Gary Oldman. Mankiewicz, he was the screenplay writer of Citizen Kane.
All you had to say was Gary Oldman is in it, and it's going to be a good movie, period.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
It says in select theaters November and on Netflix December 4th. So they're going with a Netflix and theater day and date release. So
can you honestly give me a Gary Oldman movie that was bad? You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it.
Has he been in any MCU films?
No, sir, but he has been in some DC movies.
He was in a DC movie?
Yeah. How did you forget that film, God?
Oh, right, yeah. Commissioner Gordon. All right, okay.
Yeah.
Well, the Nolan trilogy is kind of fading, it's like fading from the memories. It's all about Zack Snyder.
That's because the DCEU is so big now. It's kind of putting everything else on the back.
But here's the trailer that I liked. The FATMAN, starring Mel Gibson.
I want to see that.
Santa Claus battles an assassin hired by a kid that got a lump of coal for Christmas. So it looks good. I thought it was like, and Mrs. Claus is black, so that's going to annoy a lot of people. Mel Gibson and his some comments he made long time ago. But it's kind of gritty comedy. Santa Claus, Christmas.
But he playing Santa Claus though, or like?
Yes.
Dang, this gonna look cool, man. Mel Gibson and Santa Claus. Sign me up.
So this kid, right? He gets a coal piece of coal for Christmas, and he's going to get his revenge on.
That's gonna be funny.
That looks like Fatal when he doesn't get his 4K TV. Screw you!
He's going to hire Walter Goggins. He's the hitman assassin.
Okay.
But
And he's from the post office.
But this why I like Mel Gibson. He might be cuckoo crazy in real life, but he know how to give you good films. This is an original Christmas idea. I'm going to see this.
Me too. So look out for that. Fat Man. Next, what's next? Joe Manganiello, his film Archenemy looks good. It's
okay. I don't know anything about this one.
Me either. But he looked pissed.
He is some kind of ex-superhero drunk, and he's kind of going to help somebody, and it's going to be good. I think this is also a kind of an action comedy, but it's going to be R-rated, I think.
You think everybody going the Watchmen route now? Kind of like The Boys, and you think that's going to be the new popular thing to do, is to make realistic superheroes where they not perfect, they might be alcoholics, they might be murderers. You think they going that route now?
Yeah, I think that's the way they're going, kind of. Yeah.
Wait, Lady Genevieve, she's in here. She's like,
"What's up, lady?
Fifth Element is garbage."
Fifth Element.
Thanks. How about I send you the link and you can
Chris
come
Tucker
here and
Fifth Element, the movie is trash. Lady Genevieve,
multipass.
She tripping.
Oh, she's talking about Luc Besson being a pedo.
Yeah, because Gary Oldman was in it.
The director, Jay.
No, she said Fifth Element, Gary Oldman. Gary Oldman, Fifth Element is one of the dopest movies.
Listen, Jay. Listen.
I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch.
She's saying Luc Besson, Luc Besson, the director of Fifth Element, right? He's having relationships with girls, young girls, allegedly. That's what she has a problem with that.
Okay, I don't give a freak about that bastard, but I'm talking about the movie.
Gary Oldman.
His Gary Oldman, like I said, Gary Oldman, if he's in a movie, it's not a bad movie, period. Y'all can try it in the chat as best as you can. You're not going to give me a bad movie with Gary Oldman, period.
Okay. But here's some news that came out. I was like, whoa. Don't Breathe 2, Stephen Lang officially wraps filming.
That's gonna be good. Y'all seen the first one?
Yes.
That's the guy from Avatar?
Yeah, he was. But hey, you seen the first one, Ziva Fett?
No.
You
No, I
gotta
haven't seen
watch
Don't
it, bro.
Breathe Part 1. Where is this on? What, Netflix or something?
Man,
Don't Breathe came out. What was it? A couple of years ago.
Yeah, it came out in the theaters, bro. It's a good movie.
Basically, you've got Stephen Lang. He's blind, right? He's basically it's like three people. They break into a house. They're trying to rob the house for whatever reason, and they find that Stephen Lang is there, but he's blind, right? But then he starts kicking their ass, right? And but then he's a bit crazy, and he ties up the girl, and he's about to do terrible things to her.
Oh, wow.
He's a bit messed up, right?
Okay.
And well, we won't spoil it, Zeverfett. You should watch it. It's Halloween, so it's coming up for Halloween. You should check it out.
Sure. Yeah.
But
That sounds
the sequel,
interesting.
it should be good. I'd like to see where they go with the sequel. But Stephen Lang, he's wrapped filming. That's awesome.
Okay, I knew somebody gonna come up with something. Okay, y'all saying this movie called Tippy Toes is a bad movie with Gary Oldman. That sounds bad, Tippy Toes.
Somebody's on IMDb.
Yeah, he must have wanted a quick check, man. Because Gary Oldman is one of the best in Hollywood, man.
Lady Genevieve says, rewatch The Fifth Element. If you don't believe me, it's garbage.
Genevieve, I don't watch it 10 million times on VHS. It's a great movie.
On VHS.
Well, I got VHS, man. I told y'all I'm broke. What do y'all want from me?
One step too far. Check your DMs if you honestly fatal. It's a video that One Step did about, that last live stream. I'm not going to play it here. I'm not going to play. Don't want to humiliate Jay even more.
Yeah, because you already did, sir, with last week's video. There's people hitting me up in my DMs talking about, Fatal J, did you see Phil's got a new video about you? You should watch it.
But here's some non-movie news. Well, it's kind of. I was thinking to myself, imagine if Blackpink were DC characters, and I googled it, and here they are. That's quite good. You've got
what is this?
Lisa as Harley Quinn, and you've got the other members as different characters: Black Canary, a Catwoman, Poison Ivy. Are you a Blackpink fan, Fatal J? Oh no, he's disappeared.
He's gone.
He's gone. He doesn't care about Blackpink. What an idiot. What about you, Zeverfett? Do you listen to us on Blackpink?
I haven't heard any of their
What?
because you said you were talking about their albums and everything like that, and I'm not familiar with them. Not familiar. Is this?
You need to listen. You need to listen to some Blackpink.
What type of group is this, or band? Are they a band? Do they play instruments?
Well, they're K-pop.
Oh, K-pop. Yeah.
But their music is like, I don't know. It's just like nice beats, nice bass, and nice. I don't understand most because they're singing like part English and part Korean. So
I can explain it real good. Ziva Fett, thank Backstreet Boys, but Japanese version.
No.
Well, that's some of the K-pop I've been hearing. They be like, I want you back. That type of stuff.
I think
when you're describing that, I was thinking of like those ladies that sang the Teen Titans. That the intro for the cartoon is that kind
you
of.
You talking about Teen Titans?
Yeah.
Let's go. No.
Yes. No.
It's not like that.
Okay, I'm totally off.
But you what Fatal J's kind of thinking of is BTS. They're the boy band that's like they've got like 9 members or something for some reason.
Oh, okay.
That's what you're thinking. But yeah, with Blackpink, it's like energetic, really good beats. They're sexy, they're incredible.
Man, you see the smile you had when you said that. I know it must
I'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch.
But the way you said that, Film God, you had like a little twinkle in your eye when you said that's it.
I don't know I don't know where I've been. Like, I only found out about them this year. They've been around for like 3-4 years.
Oh yeah,
Only
K-pop
just-
been in for a long time, man.
I mean, I know Psy, you know, Gangnam Style and Gentleman, which are amazing tunes, right? But this is Blackpink we're talking about. And they're going to have a Netflix documentary. Let's see. Here it is. Blackpink documentary, Light Up the Sky, goes behind the scenes of the K-pop group. It's going to be on Netflix on October 14. So, my God, look at them.
I know that twinkle in your eye. You definitely gonna watch it. And guess what? I'm gonna watch it too. I am gonna watch it, man. I want you back.
What is it you're singing? That's not what that's. They don't sound like that.
I know, but that song is in my head now. From the back
So there is. I mean, Mattia knows. He knows what's up. Blackpink is great. Forever Young. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I've heard Forever Young.
I'm sorry,
Young.
Forever Young.
That
I
is
wanna
not
be
it. No, it's not.
Forever Young. Yeah, I remember that one.
Lady Genevieve. Lady Genevieve, if you're in the chat, let us know how you feel about Blackpink.
I'm kind of biased because I've been listening to nothing but old Wu-Tang Clan and old Dirty Bastard music, so I'm not the person to go to when it comes to K-pop.
You know there is, because Lisa in Blackpink, she does the rap parts of the video.
Oh,
And
really?
She made it.
So she's left eye.
She made a yeah. She reminds me a bit of Left. She made a Ice-T reference where she says, "I'm an OG like Ice-T." I was like, well,
Ooh, bars.
I don't know if she wrote that herself or if her producers wrote that, because I don't know if she's old enough to know who Ice-T is. But then again, I don't know. Because I mean, the producers, man, they do a great job with the production of everything. But that's all the news I have for you all. Blah, blah, blah.
Bro, I hate cats. My wife got this cat and he's like horrible. I mean, horrible in the sense of when I'm trying to stream, he always got to grab cables. I mean, he's a cute little guy, but geez, Louise, come on, man. Can I stream?
What's his name?
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne. All right. Yeah, that's the lyric. I'm OG like Ice-T. Yes, that's a great lyric. I like
Great
it.
take, Steve.
Although
If it was up to me, I would have a pit bull right now, but she said they slobber.
No, he's a really good businessman.
Who you talking about?
Pitbull.
No, I'm talking about a dog. I didn't want a cat. I'm not talking about the rapper.
He's a rapper?
this is the music. This is the video that I saw. Right. Let me just. Where am I? Yes.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah. Let's listen.
How you like that, right? I shot myself when I saw this video because it's so bloody good. I was like, oh my God. The
What, you like the cinematography?
The visuals.
Okay.
Film God, stop drooling, man. All right, man. Show us the video, man, because I know that's what you want to do. Just give us a look.
Because, I mean, if I do, then
just give us a
10
10 seconds.
Turn the audio off.
No, it'll still
Right?
take it down.
It will. Oh, okay.
Give us a 10-second snippet of what they all about.
Nah. You'll just have to go on YouTube and listen to it.
Man, I tell you what, they put a lot of money into those videos. I want you back. Richard, you got everybody in the world calling me greedy right now, sir. So can you please be nice to me? Got everybody calling me greedy.
El Capi says, I don't know what's happening. This is Blackpink in your area, son. That's what's happening.
Blackpink.
The way to film Gob's heart, Blackpink, music videos, and Ready or Not, but I am still waiting for Gob and Grace season 4. What?
Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready for that too. That interview. I want that Grace Randolph interview.
Yeah. Yeah.
Film God, you should make that happen, bro.
Need to get Grace on here somewhere.
Yeah, and invite me too. I'm gonna say, Grace, what's up with all those rumors you be lying about?
She does not lie, Fatal.
Sometimes she do.
She doesn't lie until she does.
Sometimes she
Well, I just reject your hypotheses.
she been spot on about the Snyder Cut. Yes, but some of those rumors and sources she be hearing is nothing but her reflection.
For Wonder Woman to be the Flashpoint.
Did people fail to forget the Grace
wet because you put your mouth on it? Then it's more lucky. It's easier for germs to stick on there, and then you put your mouth on it again. Oh my God.
Did people fail to forget that Grace Randolph said the theater version of BVS was better than the Snyder Cut?
I think she misspoke. I think she misspoke.
Quit trying to take up for your girlfriend, Film God.
I think what she meant to say was she was supposed to say it the other way around, and she was talking so fast.
No, man.
That's what it was, Fatal. That's what it was.
Okay, I'm sorry for talking about your girlfriend, Film God. Jeez.
But I think we'll leave it there, everyone. We've exhausted. It's gone over an hour and a half. Bloody hell.
Yes, we did. We had fun. It was fun.
Yeah. And we had a great guest, and we did it all without Sil.
Yes. Dr. Ooze was here filling in for Sil. Who will fill in for Sil next week?
But I'm glad I'm back on the show because you said I wasn't going to be here this week, so I'm glad.
I was just joking, Fatal. Don't worry.
I don't know, Film God. Sometimes you can be a little serious, you know.
Is that like a personal attack or something? Or is that okay?
Not serious at all. Not serious.
All right, man.
But Fatal, you can catch Fatal on his YouTube channel, Fatal G Show.
Can I plug my own channel? And don't do like last time when you put the guy on there. My name is Fatal J, and I'm going to start making content where I'm going to be talking about nothing but Steve Urkel and Pee Wee Herman and how I adore them and want to be just like them, and bow-legged midget strippers. Thank you for having me, Film God. Fatal J is out.
Zever Fett, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter as well as YouTube. It's at Zever Fett. So, yeah, stop on by. I do a lot of reviews on movies and DC content and other things, Star Wars related. So, yeah, and we'll be collabing with Fatal on different things in the near future, especially the 4K Lord of the Rings review.
Oh, Film God, let me say something real quick, real fast. Tuesday, I'm having a DCEU theory stream. I'm going to have a big guest on the show, 3C Films. Film God, you know 3C Films?
He's also in Texas.
3C Films in Texas? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, 3C Films is he got 200,000 subscribers. Film God, you were streaming with me when he was in the chat and we was debating about if CBR was real or not. But 3C Films going to be on my channel. Hopefully, Film God will be on there, and Zever Fit need to get off work early to be there too. Peace out.
All right.
Peace out. So thanks, everyone. Of course, you can find us, Film Gob, here on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Letterboxd. I watched Raised by Wolves. Never got to talk about that. It's some really weird Illuminati sci-fi
It looked too weird for me to watch. I'm scared to watch that type of stuff.
Man, the last episode will scare the shit out of you. But
okay, I'm not watching it. I don't like weird stuff like that.
The actors are great. The performances are great. It's Ridley Scott directed a couple of episodes, and he's produced it, and it's really good.
I don't like stuff like that.
I don't know if it kind of holds together too well towards the end. But anyway, thanks everyone for tuning in. Where's I've not seen the Dark Council.
Oh, it returns. A lot of guys been having, personal things going on, but Dark Council will be back Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern. Be there or be freaking squared.
I look forward to that. So anyway, thanks everyone for joining in. We'll all catch you later. I'm Shaker. This is Film Gob, and you're not. What?
You still live? We still live.
I'm still live. Press the wrong button.